me write my wrongs in a rap. So I emptied the clip of my thoughts on a track. No backspin, just facts. Let me take you where the cracks in the pavement talk back. Grew up where the sirens sing a lullaby. Mama worked double shifts, daddy kissed the sky. Cracked vials on the playground, angel dust in the breeze. Learned to read in haters' eyes before I learned my ABCs. Corner store profits, sold dreams by the pound. Dime bag logic, heavy thoughts and a clown crown. Teacher said I'd be a statistic, look at me now. Still standing on the block, just a different kind of wow. My watch don't tick, it counts the funerals I missed. Every homie doing life taught me freedom's a myth. They want the meek to inherit, but the meek get ripped. So I armored up my spirit, let the cynic be my script. Used to push weight, now I push metaphors airy. From a Chevy to a Bentley, but the scars are still petty. You see a chain, I see a noose that I restyle. Every diamond is a teardrop from the child that I exile.
Concrete profit, blood and profit. Every watching while the devil shopping. That's why you always looking over your shoulder. Cause peace died young and it never got older. Concrete profit, can you feel the static? This ain't music, this is trauma in the attic. I turn my pain into a rocket, watch me go. If you ain't dodging felonies, you'll never know.
Accountant is a con artist, my lawyer is a crook, but they the only ones who got me out the precinct's dirty book. Politicians shake my hand and draw a red line on my block. Same hands that bless the homeless, build the prisons for the flock. I seen a crackhead recite Shakespeare in the alley, then Odie on the same verse, that's the real balance. We worship money till the money starts to worship power. Then we overdose on ego in a $500,000 shower. My ex-babe said I changed, nah babe I evolved. You just caught me in the cocoon, now the monster's your fault. I don't beef with the dead, I don't trust the alive. Only snakes shed skin and still manage to thrive. Got a cousin on the force and a brother on the run. Thanksgiving is a battlefield, we pass the fork and the gun. My therapist said find a healthy outlet, here it is. 4 minutes of pure adrenaline, watch me slit the wick. What you know about losing 3 friends by the age of 22? One to the system, one to a bullet, one to the needle he never outgrew. I wrote their names on the bottom of my Nikes, so every step I take is a small war cry. We ain't made it out, we just found a longer hall, and the light at the end, that's a muzzle flash, y'all. Okay, let me vent. I got an angel on my left and a demon on my credit score. Confessional booth, got a line out the door. Priest asked my sins, I said which tape, which year. He said start from the beginning, I said start from the fear. Fear of being average, fear of being rich. Fear that the same block that saved me might leave me in a ditch. I turned trauma to a trade, turned a blade to a pen. Now the same streets that birthed me trying to kidnap me again. Labels want a conscious thug, that's an oxymoron. You want the pain, but you want the pain auto-tuned and boring. I refuse to be your minstrel, your feel-good exception. My sadness ain't a sample for your playlist of deception. I watch the kingpin cry over his son's first breath and order a murder right after. That's the dance with death. The hood is not a movie, it's a loop without a sequel. The hero dies in act when the villain becomes the people. So I write these bars like a will and testament, cause even prophets get forgotten when the rent is due again. I'll sell my story for a t-shirt, my face on a mural while the landlord evicts my whole family for the 3rd term. So fuck a legacy, I want the now, give me leverage. I'd rather be a living problem than a dead legend. Concrete profit, bread and profit. Heaven watching while the devil's shopping. They ask why you always looking over your shoulder. Cause peace died young and it never got older. Concrete profit, can you feel the static? This ain't music, this is trauma in the attic. I turn my pain into a rocket, watch me go. If you ain't dodging felonies, you'll never know. Yeah, they told me write my wrongs in a rap. I wrote so many the page turned black. If you hear this after my last breath, tell my mama I didn't die, I just finally left the projects.